These gummies claim to have less sugar, lesser calories, and to have other special supplements like collagen and caffeine. The question is, are they actually better than your normal pack of gummies? Like Haribo, we're about to find out. We have a pack of gummies that are 98% less sugar and 58% lesser calories. That's what it says on the front packet. We have another pack of gummies, 56% lesser calories and 97% lesser sugars. Another one we have is where it has 60 milligrams of caffeine per pack with less sugar. Another one we have with collagen and less sugar. And then obviously we have the Haribos. These low-calorie gummies are made by a brand called Nutritional. Now, before we start tasting them, the first thing we need to know is how are the calories. We're gonna start off with the Haribos and then we're gonna compare it to the low-calorie ones. Now, an average packet of gummies, this is 160 grams of Haribos, right? 343 calories with 6.9 grams of protein per 100 grams. So it's gonna be around 500 calories for this whole packet. How about we start off with the less sugar? This packet is 50 grams per 100 grams, so it's 148 calories with 6.2 grams of protein. So the whole packet is 74 calories, 3.1 grams of protein. As you can tell, it's a lot lesser calories. Now the 97%, I don't know if it's going to make a difference. See, it actually does not barely make a difference. This packet is 147 calories per 100 grams and 6.2 grams of protein per 100 grams. So it's only 73 calories. So it's like 1 calorie off by the other packet. But the difference between these two, you may say they look the same. Well, by a packet they don't, but the difference actually is one has hearts, shaped like hearts. So it's a good Valentine's gift. I don't know. The other one is gummy bears. So I guess that's the only really difference here. Now, these are interesting because I actually never seen these kind of gummies. Basically, what they say is 288 calories per 100 grams with 14 grams protein. And it's 75 grams for the whole packet. Around 210 calories for the whole packet. And the thing is, per 100 grams, it's still lower than the Haribos. And then we have one with the caffeine. And they have 325 calories per 100 grams. So even more. So it's literally almost the exact same amount of calories per 100 grams with the Haribos. Very close. Still lower, close. You know, how about we taste the Haribos? I know I have tasted Haribos, but how about we taste it again? So then we can compare it to the lower calorie gummies. The red one. Okay. I'm gonna have the Haribos taste in my mind when I'm tasting these gummies. So I can really tell what's the difference. Start off with the normal gummy bears. Oh, there's actually a big difference in smell. You can tell this is like more like sweet taste. You like the smell is more sweeter. Okay, so I can already immediately tell it's a bit different. They're not like see-through or not. You can't really see through them. Plain gummies. Because they're not that nice. When I compare it to the Haribo, it's not gonna be as nice. Not as nice as normal gummies. I understand it because it's low calories and less sugars. It's completely understandable, but I'm gonna give that, like, comparing to the Haribos, 5. 5 is a reasonable one. How about we taste the hearts? They actually have, like, a thing at the back. Look at that. Alright. I prefer these over those. It's not that bad. I'll give that like a 7. How about we move on to the collagen ones? Alright. Oh, these are interesting. They have lips. It's like the lips. These are way nicer than the heart ones. Still doesn't beat Haribos, of course. I'll give that definitely like an 8 out of 10. Now we got the energy gummies. These are the gummies I'm looking for. These are more glossy. I don't know if you can see that. How a Haribo looks like and how the energy gummy looks like. They look very similar. These taste weird though. Cause like I don't know, I can taste, you know how you can taste like the caffeine in an energy drink? That's why you can taste the aftertaste from these gummies. Which makes sense, but I didn't enjoy it as the collagen ones. So I'll still give like a 7 out of 10. We're gonna be looking at the ingredients now. I don't really care about the ingredients. Honestly, if it's edible, I'll probably eat it. And hopefully I can, you know, survive. But I'm not gonna get into much into the ingredients because I don't really care. But if you're really curious about them, they obviously have lots of, not lots of, like you wouldn't expect to have, it's not like a whole big list of certain ingredients, but you would expect, you know, stevia, you would expect lots of sweeteners, natural flavoring, and I'm pretty sure that's for the same thing for every single one. Obviously, the other ones, this has 70 grams of collagen per pack. This has obviously 60 milligrams of caffeine per pack. So that's not that much, to be honest. What's the difference? Compared to the Haribo's ones, these have lesser, like, unknown ingredients. Some of these I've never really heard of, like isomaltol. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say that. But are we satisfied with when you're eating this? No. And why we're not satisfied is, does it really kill cravings? Like, if I ate this whole packet of gummies, I would still be hungry. Let's be honest. You would still be hungry. It's not that much. It's 50 grams. Holy crap. So this is the amount of gummies you would get in that one packet. Imagine that. Obviously, the difference between is crazy. That's how much you get from Haribo's, and that's how much you would get from those less sugar ones. That's crazy. It's just not worth it for its price. And you may think, what is the price of these gummies? And I'm gonna get into that in a bit later. So watch till further on, and I'll tell you exactly how much they cost. Which one actually kills cravings? I'm gonna go with the collagen one. I feel like if I ate this, I'll be fine. So that's probably the one I would probably say kills. But it does have more calories. Yes, it may have more calories. That's true. Now, some problems that can arise from getting these packets and getting these gummies is, you know, you never know. There might be stomach problems. And what is the cost? Now, I'm gonna tell you, every single one of these gummies, how much do you think these cost compared to the Haribo's? The Haribo's were €1.50. Seems like a reasonable price, especially for how much you're getting, right? Now, these cost €2.50 each. That's crazy. Crazy to say that. Imagine, I just spent €10 on these four of these pack of gummies. €10. Two of those packets, you barely get anything. These, maybe I understand, but these, think about it. I spent €1.50 on this, and I got 160 grams, and I spent €10 on 250 grams. Now, if I got two of these, it would be €3, and it would be around 300 grams. That's crazy. These, for its price, it's very expensive. You're just like, oh, I have to eat something low calorie. Don't get Haribo's. Just don't. What is the best low calorie option? Is gonna be, well, either one of these. Preferably this one though. What is the worst one? I would say this one. This is probably the worst one here, just because it doesn't taste as nice. Are they actually better than Haribo? No, of course not. They're not gonna be better than Haribo. There's just less sugar. They're not gonna taste as sweet. They're not gonna taste as better as Haribo's. But what I can say is, are they actually worth it? No, don't get these. If you actually want to be on a budget and still be, you know, losing fat, don't get it. Just don't. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, and let me know what you guys think. Would you buy something low calorie gummies, or you're just better off without? Let me know. I'll see you in the next one.